Hi, hey there, welcome to another episode of 400 Days. Join us, just leave a thumbs up for how fast this was. I have already picked up the furnaces from the previous episode that got attached to the wall, but I decided to change the plan a bit, so I'm putting them aside for now. I played a mod on statues, so if you want your statue to be in our world, just write your nickname in the comments and I can add such a statue just like here. Hanging, so I think it's worth it. You just need to leave a thumbs up and a subscription. Of course, we're swapping triplets to get more emeralds and to keep leveling up our traders. We're also crafting a diamond armor, it's needed. After all, we're on hardcore mode and it's very easy to die here. I'm looking for a sword with looting 3, and since I can't find it, I won't give up. I head down to the mine, find diamonds, but that's not why I came here. I came here for lapis because we're out of enchants and I'm still searching for looting 3. Exactly, in the meantime I decide to mine some obsidian, and that's only to go through the nether, dig very far in the supports and get to the slums, which will allow us to kill a slime, and we will need slimes. We returned the same way. Then we collected some blaze rods, some nether warts, because that will also be useful for us, but we came here to place a portal in a completely different location, right here. And why? Because there are imprisoned allies here and we will be making an ally farm. So I took 2 and guided them through a very long journey, really very long, 53rd and 54th, and the 55th day I'm still leading them. I didn't do it through the nether because they very easily fall into the lava, and finally I managed to bring them to our base where we'll start breeding them later. But at the very start I dig downwards directly to the spawner where I find a disc because it will be needed for breeding the allies. We already have the other components, including amethyst. We are making a place where these allies will be bred, as it will be our XP farm. If you don't know how to build it, I will leave you here somewhere right in the description. We breed them using these crystals. We will need 24 of them, so it will be quite boring work. So we trade with our villagers and immediately trap the next ones to already have all the decorated ones in order. Now it looks beautiful with these villagers. As you can see, the allies are being bred and we are not idle in the evening. Are only chopping wood because we will need a lot of wood later, but you'll find out why. And the villagers continue. In this episode we'll finish with the villagers, so don't worry. And the best part is, finally, after breeding the allies in large numbers, we have an escape. Fortunately, we managed to hide them, so it was not a problem. And in the end, we managed to enchant the sword with looting 3 and combine in an anvil. So we have a sword with looting 3, which is very necessary. A little sand will come in handy. You'll soon find out why. Some gunpowder to make potions for infections, because our XP farm here, thanks to the allies, works on infections. We put here into boxes infections, we multiply them, and thanks to that we can level up endlessly. But in the beginning, I am converting the church to simply make a library here, so I collect old, improve the building a bit, give new bookshelves or some chests, some loot and that's how this farm works. Thanks to it, we can upgrade our entire equipment. It will take me a little while, but it'll be worth it. In the meantime, I also spend time here, even with the villagers, so that we don't waste time. Everything is working as it should. In the meantime, I find a guy with mending, which is the last thing we missing. Now only unbreaking. Unfortunately, I managed to find only one unbreaking, but I buy it anyway. Then I level up to combine all these unbreakings, all these things. And of course, when we have blaze rods, we are in rapid forest, and here we defeat enderman using our looting, allowing us to obtain pearls. And at the very end, I fell into lava and barely survived. I threw the pearls, stopped the game. Fortunately, I managed to save it. We are heading to our base to discover where there's a stronghold, so we throw our first eye and head towards the stronghold. We dig. We are already in the end. Unfortunately, I didn't succeed and I had to finish it with arrows. Luckily, I took a bow and the dragon falls. Nothing difficult. The end game portal appears. I don't know if you see it, and on the horizon a ship is taking shape. So we are slowly going to this ship and we have our first elytra. We returned home, make potions for fire resistance, and of course we will attack the fortress to get the skeleton heads. As you can see in the lower right corner, very important, the number of views and likes appeared. For now it's glitching, but all episodes will be counted and you will have all episodes shown at the bottom, showing how many views and likes they got. It refreshes in real time. Right now there's a slight bug, but we'll fix it in the next episode, so leave likes, because 10,000 likes are nothing. You just need to go into each episode of this series and leave a like. One skull, second, third, it went quite smoothly, and we'll defeat the wither at our base. So we spawn him, destroy him with a bow and then with a sword. And we have the nether star, thanks to which we have beacon, and finally we can carry out my long desired mission. I've been preparing my whole life to do this. You see this beautiful little house standing here. This is where the chicken coop will be, the chicken coop. So I'm digging out the room. Somehow I think I'm not disturbing this with the chicken coop. Well, maybe a little. I'm connecting the hoppers and it turns out I ran out of hoppers. And you know what that means? Our iron farm is a bit too slow, so it's time to build another iron farm. It's not difficult, so unfortunately we'll have to say goodbye to our old one. We'll just need a bit more wood. In the evening, you can always gather wood. Dig because we're not wasting time. We'll need a lot for the hoppers. Finally, we're destroying this iron farm and building something like this. In the future, I'll add replays for you to see better. However, for now, just calmly, we're simply building the simplest farm possible. I think everyone knows it. There's no big philosophy here. 5 beds on each side, 5 stations. Workers, we lock those villagers so that golems can't just respawn inside. Then we bring those villagers up. That's why I'm making a sort of enclosure here and leading our villagers out of this pit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 21, 22, 4th, 5th. Yes, they're going all the way up. Needed are from 20, and once we have 20 of them packed, there's really nothing left but to tear down all those tracks. We'll also make the top so the golems have a way to fall inside and the top is done. Ta-da! We kill all the golems from below that might block the spawn. It's not really efficient farm, so I thought maybe if we add a zombie here that goes around, it might be a game changer. But in the meantime, I'll map practically the last villager so we won't have to deal with them anymore. Jesus, I also hate it. Someone wrote that you can't make infinite trades with villagers anymore. Once you kill them, they return to their old prices, so it's not worth it. You can write if that... Actually, and everyone is closed, and down. We still need to decorate, but before we start decorating, we're going to the very top where we built the chicken farm, and we need to destroy all of it because it's already useless in this place. They did what they were supposed to do. The chickens are dying. When there are a lot of eggs, we will use them in our next farm. And let's focus on beautifying our villager hangout. I'm experimenting here a bit with wood, a bit with planks, some here, you know, stairs. A few sheep have been penned off. We add what we smelted in the previous episode. I said it would come in handy. We place these 2 craftings like this. It feels a bit dark here, so we need to add some lighting, change a few blocks here and there. That color-wise doesn't match. The ceiling is indeed unfinished, but I think there's no need to worry about it in the forest. No, we will worry about the ceiling. It won't be done carelessly according to my opinion. The ceiling must be finished. I dig, make patterns, and you can judge how it looks. I like it. It looks nice, really. I know we haven't touched the wall yet. We'll get to it in the next episode. I'm sorry, there was no time. We're destroying these hoppers because these hoppers won't be at this height, as I plan to make a little house here like an entrance to a mine. You could say something like that. I'm working on. Items will go into this chest here. There's a drop here so we can safely fall down. Here's a mini storage room for various junk like some meat, eggs, and other things. I'm playing around with the design a bit here. It always takes some time, at least one day always. And so I'm starting to build everything inside, connecting the hoppers. A step is also being dug out, but it doesn't really matter because it can be considered beyond the shortcut. Here I put glass so we can always see our beautiful chickens. Here I add doors. I wanted everything inside the chicken coop to be laid out with blackstone, so a quick fortress. We'll dig a bit of all this. I hope it will be enough for us. Here a strange guy visited us. We'll enter our chicken coop. Everything is laid out with blackstone. I mentioned that zombie we're adding, right? So now we'll do it like this. We'll lure that zombie in. Now this zombie will... He rode on these tracks. I'll be playing around with these tracks a bit here. I'll be changing the height and so on to generate more and more of that drop. It's not generating too badly because more and more hoppers are coming to our farm, as you can see, but still it's not that the level we want to have. Here I'm building a second floor above the chicken coop because upstairs there will be prime chickens, let's say, and these prime chickens will lay eggs, allowing the smaller chickens to hatch below. When these smaller chickens grow up, I will be able to destroy them for feathers because they are needed in the raid. We're introducing that zombie. I was saying I don't want to carry him there. We'll see if there will be more or less. I noticed there will be less. Of course, I'm making him a platform so the guy doesn't burn. I'm putting leaves on the platform. Tick, 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 tick. Because the guy is well behaved. So we'll see if he scares them quickly enough for the golems to spawn. And if not, we'll have to figure something out. And how will we figure it out? Well, I'll show you. Look, the golems aren't spawning. Something is up here. Not like that. Mine are spawning, but very slowly. Well, before I show you this, I should remember there's eggs left at the top. So we're going to get all the eggs. We connect the hopper to our big, really big coop. Lots of wood, lots of wood. It's tree day. The 87th day is tree day. I'm sorry for that. Number of views in the bottom right corner. It glitches sometimes. I don't know why. That's how YouTube works, but that's how it works. We're already connecting the last hoppers, shearing the sheep, making a red carpet. We're making a dispenser that will throw out, but it won't be the final dispenser, so don't worry about it. It is standing like a piece of crap here. The final dispenser will be placed right here. We add a carpet and a mechanism so that the dispenser will continuously spit out eggs. We close it and connect it with hoppers. As you saw, we ran out of hoppers, so we're waiting for iron. We can't do anything. Just wait. And with that zombie, I'm figuring out a way by making such decreases, which makes him move longer, and the hanging ones have more time to reset, and it helped. A few more of them are spawning here. As I started to approach, I decided to reduce the prime breeding up top a bit. Chickens, and also a big change, viewers. I'm going to destroy the emerald duplicator from the first episode. I have to. It doesn't fit here because I'm going to move, and as you can see, the golems are working. We're connecting the last hoppers. Now I decided that I would just put glass here so as not to fuss with these hoppers anymore because they are hard to get now. So I'll place something like this here. As you can see, glass and a bit of grass. Well, it is stairs for the president in a place where I will throw the eggs. So we are going to get all the eggs, but to carry all these eggs as some shulkers would be useful. So at least around 4, maybe 5 shulkers, 6 would be good. And into these shulkers we put the eggs, take them down and throw. I also got Frycom, which allows me to set a different camera angle with my character, making it more visible. I think it will come in handy, and when they grow up they will lay eggs, and these eggs will be through dispensers spit out at the bottom. When the chickens grow up at the bottom, I will be able to kill them using looting 3, which will allow me to have more eggs and sell them. On the 94th day we're making an outline of the house because I live in some remote area, and here it's useful again. From episode 50, our floor. I'm not the best at building a house, but what I came up with here I quite like. A bit of a JJ joke vibe from the year 2010. Those who remembered know. We'll need some glowstone to light up our base so that the creeper doesn't spawn, of course. We're doing the roof, which I'm always weak at. We're putting it all together. I made a no leave sign on top, but like a slight miss occurred, but you'll see soon because right now I'm decorating and unaware of what happened. I'll only realize it when I enter the house. But before I go in, let's check on our chickens. Look how many there are. Holy moly with the looting, viewers. Here to come empty like Kerwooting is not even needed because hoppers collect, but up top we need to clear some chickens because I literally had too many chickens, so the farm will work a bit slower, but there will be less lag because of it. Anyway, this is our first time entering our little house. First we took over all the chests, but then I realized that the sign no leave, meaning what I told you, is upside down. I had to fix it. I didn't sort the chest either because it's pointless. I made a sort of makeshift mini bedroom. A bigger house won't be necessary. I'm also gathering a beacon, but over time I realized that I can quickly farm emeralds, allowing us to have 2 beacons at our base and we won't need to move them. I mean 2 maximum space for the beacon because we only have 1 beacon. I'm also now working on a basement in the house, and this basement will be special, viewers, because you will be able to just in this basement. I left the beacon to dig faster. I'll decorate it nicely with black deep slate or whatever it's called. Everything will be nicely organized. What elegance has come about here. Beautiful, a little light, and your statues will be able to stand below. If you leave some thanks under the video, because you can leave thanks, your statue will stand here. Just leave a Minecraft link and drop a like. See you, hear you, because it was the 100th day. Bye.